Yeah, I can't even talk today. He's he's terrified about this procedure. That's all it is. That's why he's in such a bad mood this week. But another reason why I'm in town, so I don't have to deal with his mood. So he just needs space this week. Like, he just wants to be in his own head, I think. But sometimes that's not good. But here's the thing, he doesn't want to talk about it either. Right now, he's actually worried about his kidneys. One of the store girls told me that there's this diabetic guy that's blind from diabetes, which is common, and he has to inject a needle in his eyes. Yeah, I know diabetes causes blindness, but because his, I think they said that his retina's burst or whatever. Something happened, but he has to inject the sweet stuff, whatever the hell you call it, the you know, the stuff I'm talking about, in his eye. So I don't even know. I don't know if I have all those facts straight, but that's what they told me, that he has to inject his eyes. So yeah, diabetes affects everyone. But besides that, my dad's really worried about his kidneys. And he's been drinking Gatorade lately because he's been doing something, and he's been drinking that a lot lately. And I think that's what screwed up his kidneys. So, yeah, ooh. Sorry. Red truck with that bow tie. Looks pretty Christmassy color. So, yeah, but yeah, he's just scared. He's just really scared right now, and he doesn't know how to handle it, apparently. Clearly, he doesn't know how to handle it. And I don't blame him. And sadly, after talking to my mom, telling her about, you know, everything, she just, he's never going to change. Sadly, he's never going to change. So I just have to adjust to it. You know, I have to adjust to this new life. I told her, you know, one surgery isn't going to miraculously change his mood. He's going to be in a bad mood probably the rest of his life, which is sad, but, and I just have to adjust to it. I have to get used to it, which is so stupid, but if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. You know, nothing I can do about it. I can't change a person. I can't tell him to stop, you know, I can't tell him to be nicer. It doesn't work. So clearly retirement didn't do shit. So I just don't like the fact that he's having the procedure done on Tuesday and he's being miserable. It's like, you know, what if something happens and that's the last thing he's gonna be, is just miserable. You know, he's not the kind of person that, you know how they always say, you know, if it's your last day on earth, you know, enjoy it. Do whatever you can. Oh, that's a lot of dust. Oh, thank God I'm not sitting there. I'd be choking on that dust. Eat my dust and choke on it, bitch. That's what they always say. So, yeah. But yeah, it's sad, you know. Because they always say, you know, if it's your last day on earth or your last week or last month, you know, make the best out of it, you know, spend time with family, do fun thing, you know, just do whatever you can. And he's just handling it in such a different way. I know certain things, you know, it affects people differently, but I don't know. I know you can't be happy. I know you can't be happy all the time, but I don't know. I know what I forgot? My alarm. I forgot my fucking alarm. Shit. I gotta have a rock in hand or something. Oh well. Shit. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be on here much longer because I need my phone for an emergency now since I don't have my alarm. Why did I forget my alarm? I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about now. Oh. watch behind you. There we go. I tell you, people come flying down this road. You gotta be really careful backing out. Careful. Don't rear end me. So, yeah. Oh, they made it. So, yeah, a lot of pickup trucks today. I was just looking, seeing which one was his. You know, I think he has more than one vehicle. You know, it seems like every time I see a different vehicle, it's sort of like, you know, well, I'm not going to compare that, but I don't know. It's just a lot of switching around with vehicles with him. That's all I got to say. One day he has white, one day he has red. Well, actually, the red one might be her parents, his wife's parents. So, yeah, who knows? Hi. So, Dallas, Texas. So, anyway, what else was I going to talk about? Something was in the back of my mind, and I forgot to mention it. Shit. I think I talked about music, the updates and everything. Yeah. I don't know, it kind of makes me wonder why he switched to a white truck. Like, I don't know if he's bringing back the past. Oh, you know what? Now I remember, it just came into my mind. My dad sawed off the rest of the branches. Hold on. She blows. Yeah, big gust of wind. So, anyway, as I was saying, I wonder if that's Kyle. I don't know. But anyway, as I was saying, my dad sawed the rest of the branches off the love tree. Yay! Yeah, I actually asked him if he was able to cut half of it down, and he said no, he can't. So, the only thing he was able to do was cut off the rest of the branches. So, hopefully it eventually, you know, dies, but I don't know. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I'm almost done vlogging. It's getting windier. I don't know how that was on the mic. So, and I kind of need my battery to get home. So, yeah. But yeah, I did mostly what I could do with the love tree and everything. So, and he did the rest of it. Honestly, I wish I could have half of that down, but he can't do it. So, he basically told me to get over yourself, basically. I knew he was going to say that. You know, I told him, you know, oh. That's a hawk. I thought it was an eagle. My death isn't here. There's a hawk behind me. But anyway, as I was saying, I kind of knew he was gonna take it that way. You know, I told him, you know, I need a favor from you, but don't think it's crazy. Don't think I'm crazy for it. Like, you promised me, and he said, I promise. And then, you know, he still was kind of mean about it. So. But no, that was the only favor I needed from him. So, I'm not asking him for anything. I'm not asking him for any favors like that ever again. So, honestly, I should have just done it myself. I should have taken the saw again and did it myself. You know, just continue doing what I was doing. But he did it for me, and he was just weird about it, and whatever. Yeah, he doesn't really like what I reminisce about, basically. Like, I don't know, when certain things bother me, he thinks it's stupid. So, yeah, that's why I try not to tell him everything anymore. He's not like my mom at all. He's nothing like my mom. When he hears stupid crap, that's all he thinks it is, stupid. So, that's why I didn't bring any of my music stuff, because he thinks it's stupid. Because he came here one time, and he saw my stuff displayed when I wasn't around, and he thought, ooh. He just thinks I'm gonna get in trouble. But I'm telling you, next time I do that, I'm gonna still ask permission. But I don't know. I think the bottom line is he thinks I'm immature and everything, and he's just whatever. I just don't like the fact that he's annoying me just a few days before this procedure. You know, what do you want to leave it at? You know, why are you doing it, you know? Like, you want to basically pass away miserable? It's like, this is the point, you know? He wants to pass away miserable. He's choosing to make passing miserable, basically, if that does end up happening. I wouldn't want to pass away like that. I would want to pass away happy, peacefully, you know? It's like, he's a miserable old grump right now. It's just ridiculous. But I have to just smile and suck it up, you know, just tolerate it, take it, you know, just take his bullshit. The bottom line is, he's not just anyone, you know. Anyone I could just yell at and tell, you know, say, you know, fuck off and everything, but he's my dad. See, there's a difference. When it's your own dad, you can't, you know, you have to always forgive, even though I don't like forgiving all the time. And most people I don't forgive. You know, I don't forgive Jordan, I don't forgive so-and-so, and I don't forgive so-and-so. I'm not going to say their names, because you'll eventually hear about it in the next vlogs in November. So, but the plan is, I'm going to be posting the albums, the tracks first, the new albums, and then the vlogs. So I think the vlogs will be closer to December and January, and November will be the new music, I think. I tell you, I keep holding it off, you know. First it was October, then I said November, and now it's going into December and January. I think, which is the best move, you know, because it's a good woo to the New Year's, you know. Happy New Year's, I don't love you anymore, you know. That's what it's gonna be. So, yeah. But you know what, I haven't, well, pretty sure it's Thursday, so pretty sure I'll see her today, I think. Depending if I go outside or not, but am I over the fact that she had her window closed on me? I'm slowly getting over that, but I'm never gonna forget that, though, you know. But oddly enough, I just have a feeling that he might have a clue. Like, I think he might know something, you know. That could be why I don't see her as much at times. I don't know. But you know what? All I gotta say is she drives back and forth a lot. Like, a lot. I don't even know where the hell she goes. You know, she drives out. She's gone for, what, an hour or 2 hours, and then she comes back. It's like, where does she go? I don't know if she's just going to just drive off steam, or who the hell knows where she goes. I was going to say to work, maybe. Maybe she has like an evening job or something, night job. I'm not sure. But, she blows. So, yeah. I don't know. I shouldn't even care. You know, I just don't like the fact she drives by. The only thing I did notice was he wore black when he drove by in his white truck. And you know, I gotta say, black and white go good together. And it's kind of funny because that's how my mood has been, you know, black and white. And when I see it, it's like, hey, you're wearing my mood, basically. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. I'm just so glad I don't have love feelings for him anymore. I'm really trying hard not to, you know, because, you know, he's married now. Oh, spoiler alert, someone got married. So, yeah, oops, slipped of the tongue. So, yeah, but there's going to be eventual vlogs about that. There, I said it. You happy now, people? I said it. Someone got married. So, cat's out of the bag. So, Yeah. But I just have to remember not to have feelings for him, even though I really want to. But I can't. Speak of the devil. White car with a bow tie. I'll show it to you guys when they go inside. Well, maybe they won't go inside. So, yeah. What else was I gonna say? But yeah, you guys can see the pumpkins behind me. See? They still have pumpkins if you guys want a pumpkin. You have to pay cash, by the way, because it's the farmer's pumpkins. So, we already got ours. Oh, you know what? That's something else I wanted to talk about. So, this year, which I completely forgot, we couldn't go to Oktoberfest because of the weather. It was crappy. And we couldn't go to the Gathering Gloom, we couldn't go to the Oktoberfest, and we couldn't go to the pumpkin patch thing either because of my dad's knee and my hip, a lot of walking. So we couldn't really do many fun things this October, sadly. The only thing we might possibly still do, if he's okay from his procedure, is not Steel Steps, Barley Creek. Barley Creek we might still be able to do, I think. But that all depends how my dad is after his procedure. All I know is this next week's gonna be rough. And I just hope to God he's not a total douchebag. I hope he's not as nasty next week. But he might be. Because, he won't be able to do certain things, and he's already depressed from that because the whole age thing, he's down because he can't do anything. And I try to give him stuff to do so he doesn't feel as helpless, but I don't know. I think he's just gotta be miserable. It is what it is. Whatever. You know what? At this point, if there's nothing you can do, you just gotta suck it up, Buttercup, and deal with it. Now I'm getting kind of cold. My hands are getting cold. I'll stay on here a little bit longer, and then I'll head out. I gotta get going. But like I said, just in case I decide I don't want to vlog on Friday and this weekend, or, closer to the day he has his procedure, I'm vlogging now, getting it over with. Make it up for the rest of this week. But I might be able to vlog with you guys on the day of his procedure. So, we'll see. Oh, I don't have to yell anymore. The car left. So, yeah. Yeah, right now, life is what it is at this point. If there's nothing you can do about it, you just gotta try to muddle through, and that's it. So, but anyway, with the whole music thing, like I said, I won't be burning discs anymore, which is fine, but I'll still be doing the designs and the cases, and you still get the information inside, so that's all that really matters, my platforms. So, yeah. And that's, people don't listen to CDs anymore anyway, so it's less work for me then. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to get cold. I think, like I said, I'll stay on here a few more minutes and then head out. Maybe I'll take you guys with me. But I can't, I gotta walk. I have to be alert because I don't have my alarm with me. I have to be very alert when I walk home. So, but it's a weekday, so, yeah. I hope this vlog comes out okay. I'm talking loud because the audio is still kind of, and with the wind and everything, and the trucks going by, I'm just used to talking loud. So, yeah. Well, there's no wind right now. Oh, I spoke too soon. Now there's a gust. So, yeah. But if I'm being honest, life isn't all that great for me right now. I'm making the best out of it, though. I'm just making the best out of it. You know, I'm just... Looks like I'm drinking, toilet bowl cleaner. God, I can't even talk today. I said blow twice, 3 times. Toilet bowl cleaner. Tongue twister. Stroking out again. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll stay on. I don't even know what my battery is. I'll stay on here until I don't even know how long. I'm not even promoting. Fucking asshole. Hope you get wrapped around a pole, douchebag. Jesus Christ. He almost ran into her. And that was Rachel. Fucking douche. God. Jesus Christ. Slow down. See, like I said, people drive like fucking idiots here. That's why my dad doesn't want me that's why I don't like to walk home in the evening, because everyone's drinking when they get off work. You're either coming home drunk or leaving drunk. And that's what my dad always says. You know, anyone who speeds like in between us or whatever, he always says, oh, we'll see you down the road when you're wrapped around a pole. You know? I don't know why people don't drive responsibly. Like I said before, you know, you're not law enforcement. Slow the fuck down. You know, the only people that can speed are fire trucks, ambulances, and law enforcement. Those are the only people that can drive fast. But at least they're not behind the wheel. Well, some of them are drunk behind the wheel. Did I ever tell you guys about the drunk bus driver? There was a bus driver that had 27 kids on board, and she was drunk. A drunk bus driver. And that cop was so mad. The law enforcement was so mad with her. They were yelling at her. They were so mad at her. And he had the bottle in his hand, and he literally yelled, 27 kids, you kidding me? You know, he was really mad. And I don't blame him. You know, I think drunk driving is stupid. You know, why do it? You know, just stay home, you know? If you think your life is that miserable, you know, just, drive into a tree in your own backyard if you're that miserable, instead of going out on a road or a highway, you know? Why hurt other people because you're miserable? You know, it makes no sense. I don't get it. But people are going to do what they're going to do because they're assholes. So, that's how people are these days. Now look how nicely he drove out. Nice and slow. So, yeah. When there's no wind, it actually feels okay. You know, it doesn't feel as bad. But I really can't be on here much longer because, like I said, I need battery to get home. I'm going to tie this there. So, whew. It is cold, though. And there comes the wind again. Oh, and then what I forgot to mention, something else to talk about, and then I'm probably going to let you guys go. I got to get going anyway. This wind is picking up. Fuck, I got something in my eye. My mom got a new phone, finally. She got a new Samsung, since hers is shitting out. But I'm actually using hers to like my videos now at this point. So, yep. Sorry guys, I got something in my eye. Ah! Blowing away. She blows. So, yeah. But she got a new Samsung. I don't know what kind it is, but I'm kind of glad she got a new phone. Because she's having the battery problem like I did with my phone. Her battery doesn't last. And they always say that's the first sign that your phone's about to kaput. So, yeah. So, yeah, I still have to transfer my stuff from my old phone. I know I need to do that. So, yeah. Yep, once I reach 50, I'm probably going to get off of here, I think. I'm trying to tolerate as much cold as I can. Because this might be my last time here. So that's why I'm just, you know. I feel like getting my dad Cheetos. But I can't, because I can't. He didn't want any, so I'm not gonna do it. So, yeah. He might not even allowed to. Who knows what kind of food he can have afterwards. He probably has to have certain healthy green. Actually, they say you can't have broccoli or certain greens you can't have after a heart surgery. So, yeah. Yep. What else to talk about? I don't even know. So, but I gotta say, I'm kind of glad that I didn't bring anything else with me, because it's just more to carry, you know. Even though I should have. Then I could put the chips in the bag, but I'll just carry them. It's fine. So, yep. I'm cold. Cold. So, yeah. I don't think this is really gonna blow. Nah. Well, forward it would, but I don't know. See, like I said, when there's no wind, it's perfectly fine. I'm not that cold. But I should get going soon. So, I think I'm pretty much talked out. But I'll talk to you guys again maybe tomorrow. If not, definitely Sunday or Tuesday. Monday maybe. I don't even know yet. But I'll definitely talk to you guys again. Keep you updated on what's going on. I think it's going to be... At this point, I think I'm going to just video call you. I mean, not video call. Oh, my God. I think I'm going to just vlog with you guys on the day he has his procedure. So, I think that's going to be... But anyway, before I leave, I just want to tell you guys what I got at the dollar store. Even though I said that, I got tape. I got Halloween lights. And what else? I think that's it. I got a fat marker, too. I'm going to be trying a Sharpie that's like king size. So I wonder, I'm just going to give it a try and see what it's about. But if I don't like it, I'm not going to get it again. But yeah. Alright, I'm going to let you guys go. Hopefully you have a good Thursday. I don't know if I'm coming back on here today. Probably not. But I'm glad I talked to you guys a little bit. I'm going to go warm up in the sun and everything. So I'll talk to you guys sometime. Like I said, if not tomorrow, then Tuesday, I guess. So, but that's it. Love you guys. Hugs and kisses. Don't do what I wouldn't do. You know the drill. Alright. See you later.